This is the Huntington Tri-State Time Machine, brought to you by Realty Exchange, the top-performing real estate company in the Huntington, West Virginia Tri-State Area. Each week, your host, W.G. Bunch, and his guests share memories and stories about the past, the present, and the future of the Huntington Tri-State Area. That's Huntington, West Virginia, Ashland, Kentucky, and the Chesapeake and Proctorville, Ohio areas. If you used to live here or you currently live here, you're going to catch yourself saying out loud, "Wow, I remember that." Now, here's WG.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome, first-timers. This is the Huntington Tri-State Time Machine. I'm W.G. Bunch, and I am here with always entertaining, always gorgeous Mary Kelley. Mary, how are you on this fine day?
Thank you for those compliments, WG. I'm doing great today. Happy to be here.
Well, good. Briefly about the show. Huntington Tri-State Time Machine, we talk about the Huntington, West Virginia, Chesapeake, Ohio, Ashland, Kentucky area. We're from here. We live here. We do everything from share memories of us growing up here to things that are going on now. We don't get anything serious, no politics or anything like that. We're just here to kind of press some memory buttons and see if you remember some of the things that we talk about. So we're here to have a good time. Before we get into our topic, what did you do Did you do anything this weekend?
We did. Nick and I went on a date.
All right.
Tequila Grill. That was very yummy. Had some
Grill.
Margaritas and tacos.
That's on Route 60. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. All right.
Very good. Yummy.
How often do y'all go out? Like on a date? Or are you more at homebodies?
Well, I don't cook much, so we do go out. We frequent restaurants.
Okay.
But yeah, like Friday nights we'll go out on like a date, so to speak.
Not because you like work out every day, plus you play pickleball. Congratulations. You now are in my brain for pickleball. I had a couple people mention something about pickleball over the weekend, and now it's like I automatically go, oh yeah, that's what Mary plays.
A lot of people think of that when they think of pickleball.
Now
I'm always there.
And he like invented pickleball or something, and
he didn't invent it, but he brought it to the Tri-State area. Yeah, Huntington.
When you go on vacation, you've been on vacation together?
Yeah.
Do you exercise when you're on vacation?
We try to find a pickleball court. Yeah.
Okay, but you don't like go to the gym in the hotel and.
Well, I do. He doesn't.
God. Man, it's not a vacation.
Why?
I just hate working out.
It's a way of life.
I know, and I you can tell by the way I look. I've chosen a different way of life.
No.
If you think back, what do you think? Do you have a worst date story?
I've been asked this a few times, and I always go back to this one date, and it was the only time I did online dating where I didn't know the person first.
You mean like at a Match.com thing or something?
No. I would never. Okay. But Facebook would never. Sorry, everybody that likes Match.com. But anyways, so it was on Facebook Messenger. It was probably 12, 15 years ago, I would say. This guy was messaging me. I was entertaining. He seemed pretty normal. We had mutual friends. I did not know him, but we ended up going to Marshall Cafe. And within the first 5 minutes before the drink orders were even taken, he says, "I should not be here right now."
What?
Yeah. I was like, okay, you like married? You got, girlfriends over there in the other booth? What?
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
No. This is going to get a little dark. God. He's like, yeah, I should not be alive. What? Yeah. So.
You have my interest.
It went on to, I guess he was just a little rough mentally feeling. And so that was the prelude to our order, and I had to stay there the entire time, and it was okay. I struggled to get through it. I just tried to talk as much as I possibly could.
So there wasn't like one specific thing.
No, it was just like that was the bomb that was dropped. Like, "Hi, my name is Mary. Hi, I shouldn't be here." I was like, okay. So I tried to eat as fast as I could. He's like, "You want to go get ice cream after?" I was like, No, I've got stuff to do. I'm meeting my friends out. He's like, I'm going to walk you to your car. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get cut up. I'm going to get killed. So he did. He walked me to my car and he said, okay, so you want to go out again? Or I was like, well, we can talk on Messenger. I said, we can talk on Messenger.
Have you ever had a bad date or something like that, and they've said, "Do you want to go out again?" And have you ever just said no?
Well, that was my way of saying no
Okay.
politely. He's already like a little shaky on the verge of shouldn't be here. So right, I'm not going to just crush his soul.
Right.
But apparently, I did, not knowingly, because I went out with my friends afterwards. I was like, thank God they're out at a bar. I need to go have fun. And he messages me like 20 minutes later and he says, wow, what a riveting conversation we're having in Messenger. Like he was mad because I wasn't on Messenger talking to him.
Oh.
I guess when I said, oh, we'll talk,
Yeah.
he thought I was going to go home and message.
Ow.
I was like, block.
Yep. Oh.
Block.
Have you ever seen him again?
No, I don't even remember what he looks like, to be honest.
Oh, good.
At all. I don't even remember his name.
See, what's odd is every date I go on, she always says to herself, I shouldn't be here. Thank you. What?
Did I ding? Love that. You can catch them all weekend, guys.
Yes.
So what about you? Any bad dates?
Oh, God. I'll give you the choice. Porn star or vampire.
What?
Those are those are the two.
Were you living in Huntington then?
Yes.
Is the bigger question.
Yes.
I'd like to know who this is. Okay. Porn star sounds fun.
Okay. Oh gosh, this was a while back. This is 15 years ago or more. I'd only been in Huntington for a short amount of time, and I was at buying cologne, and the girl that was helping me was very, very cute, and so I started doing the funny guy thing and whatnot. On a side note, let me tell you something about this funny guy thing. I don't know why, but I have heard for ever 30 years, all these reports, all these articles in Cosmopolitan that people quote and stuff that say, what's the number one thing that a woman looks for? Sense of humor. I am here to tell you that is not freaking correct.
They're lying.
I've been playing that card for a long time. No. No. Being funny it's got its perks, but that ain't number one. And I said this to somebody over the weekend, and they said, I said, yeah, sense of humor is not the number one thing that women look for. And it was with a group, and these two girls were like, yeah, it's really important. And I said, name some good-looking girl that is with someone because they're funny. And one of them says, Mila Kunis is with Ashton Kutcher. And I was like, Mila Kunis is with Ashton Kutcher because Ashton Kutcher looks like Ashton Kutcher.
And he's rich.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way Mila Kunis is like, yeah, you know what? He's got millions and he looks like a model, but it's that sense of humor
that's what got me.
Anyway, so I digress. So I'm at Macy's. She helped me with cologne. So I ask her out. We go out. I said, well, what do you do for a living? Just work at Macy's. And she said, yeah, and I also do modeling. And I was like, oh, really? And she had this portfolio thing in her car, and she had been like in an ad and like a ad, but she isn't like just some work outfit or something. I was like, oh wow, that's great. And so we talked about that a little bit, and we went out for about maybe not quite a month. But then she said, and I guess it's technically a date night story because she told me during a date, she said, oh, I'll be out of town next week. Why don't you come with me? I'm going to Vegas. And I was like, well, I don't think I can go. I have to work and stuff. What's going on in Vegas? She goes, oh, the AVN Awards. I was like, the AVN Awards? What the hell? What? The Adult Video News? It's was like, what? Why are you going to that? Well, then she has another portfolio that she had not shown me. And I was like, oh my God. Whoa. I rarely am I speechless. I was like, I don't know. When you have like the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other shoulder, they were fighting. And I was like, just, okay, let me decide what I'm going to do here.
Yeah.
I obviously did not go to Vegas. And we talked, but we did not go out again. She was friends with somebody that I knew that I didn't know when I asked her out. But and I saw the friend a year ago. Or not, I mean, a year after that. Not a year ago. A year after that. I said, hey, what happened to so-and-so, does she still live here? Because I haven't seen her. Said, oh, my God, no. She moved to Vegas. You didn't hear? I said, no. Yeah, she's Carrot Top's girlfriend.
No.
I was like, what?
That could have been you. You could have been Carrot Top.
Oh, my God. I was like, really? Yeah. She went out to Vegas and like kind of never came back because she's been with Carrot Top this whole time. And I was like, oh, my God.
Wow. Missed opportunity there, WG.
And now, of course, every time I see freaking Carrot Top on TV, I go, I don't know what to say.
Have you looked her up?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Sure. I mean,
what, on Facebook or what website?
I did actually Google her one time.
That's so crazy.
And it took me somewhere that I didn't want to get a virus on my computer, so I...
Or a real virus.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. I didn't want to pursue it. But
it's interesting, though, a Huntington girl would find her way as a porn star in Vegas.
She's from...
but still.
Because I had to drive all the way up to... And I remember going, God, this is a long way.
I just wonder, she probably got introduced to that through her modeling.
I guess.
That seems like, because how...
I don't know.
Say, AVN Awards, here I come.
And yeah, I mean, so I don't know whatever happened to her.
That's funny.
I don't...
Well, what about the vampire? This sounds interesting, too.
God.
That's...
The vampire story. Oh, this is...
Are we talking real vampire or biting like a vampire?
Oh, God. This was at that same period. After the porn girl, and then I get to this one, I really thought, I just need to move again. This is... I came from the fourth largest city in the country, and this place is crazy.
Yeah, it's the water.
So, all right, I went out to a club with some friends, met this girl. We started talking. I said, well, yeah, we should go out sometime. And this was like on a Saturday night. And she said, how about tomorrow? Like, tomorrow is in Sunday? Like, she said, yeah. Okay, I guess. And she said, okay, why don't you pick me up around 3? And it's like she had all this stuff in her head already. And
yeah.
I was like, 3? So it's not dinner. And
it's such a random.
What are we going to do at 3? I was like, okay. I said, what do you want to do? And she said, oh, don't worry, I'll think of something. Okay, great. So I go pick her up at 3. And I asked her, I said, so what's the plan? She said, I thought we'd go out to, how about we go to Olive Garden? I was like, okay. 3 o'clock at an Olive Garden.
Brunch?
I think maybe I'd been to an Olive Garden once. That was like the second time. But so we go, and it is 9 o'clock, and we're still at this Olive Garden.
No.
Yeah, it was well forever.
Oh, my.
But I'll admit, I was having a good time. It wasn't like I was there against my will or anything.
Right.
But so it's a Sunday night. So I got to work tomorrow, and so why don't we call it a night? She said, okay, that's fine. And I drove, so I had to drive her home. So I drove her home, and she says, well, why don't you come in? I said, well, okay. I said, we're not going to drink more wine, are we? She's like, no, don't worry about it. So I go in, and it's a little while later after that, and I said, no, I really do. I need to go. I need. It's getting really late now. And she said, well, I can't let you go. And I thought she was saying like, "Oh, I can't let you go." No, she's like, "I can't let you go." And I went,
"No, really, I can't let you go."
And I kind of said, "Oh, that's we can go out again or whatever." She said, "No, I cannot let you leave." Have you ever seen that movie Misery with Kathy Bates, and she has James Caan and chains him to the bed and breaks it? Anyway. So she said, "No, I can't let you leave the house." I said, "Well, why can't you let me leave the house?" She said, "Well, I know you've only been in town for a little while. Let me just tell you one thing about Huntington. Huntington has a very large vampire population."
Oh, my.
They come into the university from other places, but yeah, there are actual vampires here. And I said, are you? She goes, no. But I am a vampire
slayer,
hunter or slayer or something.
Oh my!
Well, I go, "Oh, do you know Buffy?"
Yeah,
and
she your friend.
She goes, "No, it's not funny." I'm totally confused, and I was. She said, "Well, the reason why I can't let you leave, since you've been here, I have seen there is one vampire that I have been really going back and forth with, and he is outside right now." What? And we're on the second story of her house, and she's like, I've seen him in the window a few times, and I was like, "We're on the second story." She's like, "Yeah." I went, oh. Now she starts crying, like, so I don't know what to. And I was like, I'll tell you what. I don't think there's anybody out there. I'm looking.
I'm gonna risk it.
I was, and now she's really, really crying. I said, "Why don't I do this?" Because it also had been snowing, so there was snow everywhere. I said, "Let me go outside and just walk around the house and see if I see anybody or anything." Because I don't know what's going on. And I go outside, I walk all the way around her house. When I come back in, I said, "I didn't see any footprints in the snow. There's nobody out there." And she, of course, says, "There wouldn't be footprints in the snow because he flies and floats." Oh, my God. I said, "Tell you what, when I get home," because I said, "Is he after me or you?" Yeah. If he's after me, I'm worried. If he's after you, go ahead, you're on your own.
Yeah.
I said, "So should I be scared, or is it like you are scared when I leave?" She said, "Oh no, he'll follow you." I said, "How about this? When I get home, I'll call you to tell you I got." And she lived pretty close to where I lived, and I said, "I'll call you, let you know I got home all right." And now I can tell. I hate to say she's cuckoo, but I was just like, I don't know what she's talking about, but I didn't want to make fun of it. I didn't want to. I said, "All right, well, what do I do when I get home then? If this is a serious threat or whatever." And she said, "I don't really think there's anything you can do. Don't believe the movies, the wooden stake and the garlic, but it would be good if you had a crucifix next to you and some water." I said, "A crucifix?"
Yeah, it's in my top drawer.
Yeah. She said, I said, "Holy water or water?" She's like, I couldn't believe I'm having this conversation with this person. I said, water or holy water?" She said, "You can use regular tap water, but when you throw it at him, make sure you tell him it's holy water, and he won't know the difference." I just said, "Okay, that I can handle that." Oh my God. I got out, and I did call her when I got home, and I said, I don't see anything. I've got the water and stuff, and never talked to her again.
And you planned your next date?
Ran into her at Sam's Club once.
Oh no!
But I was already in another relationship, so that was.
Did she try calling you before you got in the other relationship?
A couple times, but she didn't really. It wasn't like, because I thought she might show up on the doorstep one day.
For real.
Yeah. But
that's what I was thinking.
Luckily, she did not.
My gosh.
And met this guy 5 or 6 years later and met him for the first time. And he said, oh, we have a mutual friend. And I said, oh, really? Who's that? And he said, that girl. And I said, oh, you used to go out with her, didn't you? I said, we went out like on one date. And she, oh, okay. She kind of referred to you as a boyfriend. I said, we went out once. And he said, oh, well, you know that somebody in her family died and left her like $5 million. And
oh, man.
And he said, and then as soon as she got that, she dumped me. I was like, are you a vampire?
What's her number? Do you have
like,
do you have her number?
Yeah, I might be able to take crazy a little bit.
I can hunt vampires with you.
Yeah. So that was, I don't know if she still lives here or not, but yeah, those
trumped mine. Bad date for sure.
Those were now. I also know that there are probably a dozen women out there who, when somebody asks them about a bad date, they probably bring me up. Yeah, let me tell you about this dude. First of all, enough with the kiss stuff and enough with the Star Wars stuff. Please grow up. It's a man-child. Oh, I know there's a dozen of them out there. So, wow, this has been. We'll talk about our subjects on another show. That was interesting.
Yes.
Yes. Well, we're so glad you got to know us and a little bit about us, and now we'd like to know a little bit about you. If you are,
ladies. So if you have been on that date with WG,
yeah,
and you were tired of hearing about Kiss, please put it in the comments.
Would I think if somebody contacted, I'd be man enough to bring them on, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Never know.
But anyway, yeah, if you're on a platform that allows comments, leave some comments, some feedback. Tell us what you'd like to hear us talk about. As far as this really didn't have anything to do with the Huntington Tri-State Area this time. Sorry. But yeah, leave us your comments, feedback, and that type of stuff. We certainly would appreciate getting it. And check us out for more episodes coming up. Mary, did you have a good time today?
I did. I liked hearing about your creepy dates.
Oh, God.
I hope there's many more stories like that.
No. There's unfortunately too many. So, all right, thanks for joining us. Mary, take us out.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. And we are out of here.
Thanks for listening to the Huntington Tri-State Time Machine, brought to you by Realty Exchange, the top performing real estate company in the Huntington, West Virginia Tri-State Area. If you have a memory you would want WG to talk more about, just send him an email at memories@htstimemachine.com or post a comment on the Time Machine Facebook group page. Did you like this episode? Be sure to share it with friends and family. You can find a link in the show notes that you can use to share it. And be sure to let Realty Exchange know that you like the podcast as well. Their contact information can be found in this episode's show notes.